Welcome to the orientation for Blackboard for the Emerging Leaders program. In this short session, we will provide you with enough information to make you comfortable in using Blackboard during the Emerging Leaders program. You might start with the question, why Blackboard? Blackboard's an online learning platform that provides a repository for key program documents and digital resources. It minimizes the need for paper-based handouts or reference materials because with Blackboard you have a 24/7 access to all the materials from any computer. With one click on a link in Blackboard, you're connected to any website or segment of multimedia. And through Blackboard's portfolio of communication tools, you have access to your colleagues anytime from anywhere. As long as you have a computer and web connectivity, you can connect to Blackboard using your NLU portal user ID and password from this login site that you see on the screen. Just open your Firefox or Internet Explorer browser and go to blackboard.nl.edu. Well, let's jump on board and take the tour. Here we are at the login screen. And we said you use your NLU portal ID and password. Click on OK, and that will take you directly to the My NLU Blackboard screen that you see right here. Now this screen will list all of the courses or programs that you have access to. In this case, just the Emerging Leaders program. First thing, the very first time that you enter Blackboard, there are two things that you want to do. First of all, you want to check the My Settings. By clicking on My Settings at the top right, you can verify that the email address that's included in Blackboard is the appropriate address. If you want this email address to be changed to a Gmail or Yahoo account or whatever, just click Edit Profile and make the changes and save them. Once you have the email account where you like it, click on the My Tool Options tab, and that will take you to a selection of options that you can use to set up for your liking. The one thing that you will most likely want to do is to click on the box called Forward All Messages to the email address in your profile. That means any messages that you get in Blackboard that are private Blackboard mail messages can be forwarded to that email address that you entered on the previous screen. There are other options in here that you can browse and check for yourself later. But once you're completed with all your changes, scroll to the bottom and click the Save button. Once you get the message on the screen that says your tool options have been updated successfully, click on the tab in the upper left, My NLU Blackboard. That takes you back to the My NLU Blackboard screen. I mentioned there were two things you need to do. The other one is check browser. When you click on the check browser, that will open a window that will hopefully give you all green check marks that have been synchronized between Blackboard and your system. This will verify, for among other things, that the browser that you're using is compatible with Blackboard. The other item that occasionally pops up is that you might forget to turn your pop-up blockers off, and you need to turn them off just for Blackboard. Now these are checks that you only need to do one time for each computer that you may use to connect with Blackboard. Alright, once those checks are done, all you need to do is click on the title link that you see in the center of the screen, and that will take us into the home page of the Emerging Leaders program. We mentioned that you have links in here that will take you to all the documents and web resources that you may need to access during your program. So let's take a quick tour here so that you can get comfortable with where items are located. On the left side of your screen, and we call it the left panel, this is where all the course tools are located. The header called Course Content returns you back to this home page from anywhere in the course. If you receive any announcements from the faculty in the Emerging Leaders program, check this link, and those announcements will be saved in chronological sequence. You can access the syllabus for the program from either the link here on the left or the syllabus link that's in the center of the page. The syllabus will be in a PDF format, and you have already received a copy of this syllabus in a communication that was sent out earlier. To return back to the home page, you can click up here on this location guide that you see at the top, or you can use the tools on the left. I'm going to click on home page. That brings us back. One of the first links that you want to click on in the course is the program orientation, which you see here in the right panel as link number 1. This program orientation will give you a good lay of the land in terms of the tools that you need to have on your computer, the software you need on your computer, in terms of program resources. This is a listing here of all the software that will be frequently accessed by your program faculty. It will also give you a good handle on what we would call netiquette, or the appropriate manner that you should use in terms of documenting communications with your colleagues and with the Emerging Leaders Program faculty. One link that you'll definitely want to see is the introductions link. There's some instructions here and a means for you to click on this link here called Create Message, where you'll be able to send a message to everyone in the class, because we're now in the discussion board communication tool of Blackboard. In this case, it will be my introduction being typed, where we are able to, in this box that you see here, able to type in a complete set of our bios or introductions in response to the instructions on the previous page. If you want good formatting, you would click on the Enable HTML Creator. That activates a Java program which will provide you with a set of online tools very similar to a word processor. Fairly basic but very comprehensive. Using this box here and all of these tools above, you're able to format, even using a spell checker, as you can see here, to do a very professional looking background set of information on yourself. Once you're done, you can preview it and then post it eventually so that it will be shown in the system itself. Now that message, when it's posted, will be available to everyone in the site, so all of your colleagues as well as your faculty members will be able to see it. Now, once you're done with looking at the orientation section, you can close the tab, and that will return you back to the home page of the Emerging Leaders Program. Similar to program orientation and clicking on the syllabus, there's also a set of learning resources. Those are broken down into 3 sections. The first section is a set of slides and presentations that will be presented to you throughout the year from the different department heads within the university. There's also going to be a series of sessions addressing leadership competencies, and all the materials related to those sessions will be stored under the Leadership Competencies link. And then there is a comprehensive program project that you'll be involved in, and all the information related to that will be stored in the 3rd folder. I'm going to click on Home Page here, and that'll take us back. There's 3 other links that you see here on the bottom as well. The Member Cafe is for you to interact socially with your colleagues. That's for idle chat or sidebar chats. The Questions link is for any question that comes up during the program that may not be related to a specific activity. This is kind of a collection point for all of the questions that may come up. And then there's a private ELP journal. This is for your private reflections. This journal is only available to you, and it's for your private insights and notes that you want to take throughout the program. So it's a digital journal. One that will save a good number of trees, hopefully, in paper. Well, let's jump back over to the course tools on the left and finish off our list. As we go through the program, there may be a number of assignments, and under this link you would find the instructions for those assignments and the ability for you to drop off any documents back to the faculty in the program through an assignment Dropbox. The Mail tool is a private mail system. When we click on Mail tool, you'll see that it takes us to a private email system. This is separate and apart from your NOU email. But if you set up your settings at the beginning, any messages you get through this Mail tool will be copied out to the email address that you leave in your profile here, so that you don't have to keep checking Blackboard to see if you have any mail communications. Any messages that you send to others in the program or to your faculty members will be copied to your sent mail folder, so you always have a record of your communications. And you can draft those and keep them for sending out later. So you always have a complete record of all communications here. Notice that the menus on the left collapsed as we came into the mail system, and you'll notice on the far left here there is a bar with two diamonds and an equal sign in between it. When you click on that bar, it will open the windows again. That is a toggle switch. You turn it on or off from anywhere in the program. By turning it off, you can see you have much more room to view any screens. If you're interested in having real-time chats with your colleagues, you can go to the chat room. There's a common chat room here. There's also one for virtual office hours if that should become a feature that the faculty want to take advantage of. But the common room is available to you as a member of the program, and you're able to have real-time chats with any of your colleagues. Just schedule them, click on it, and you'll be connected. There's also a calendar. All the events that are scheduled within the program will be marked on the calendar. And as you go through the program, you will be able to see the for example, in June, go to June, you have a session scheduled on June 7th for Strength Quest. And all of the events are scheduled in here, and as additional events are scheduled, they'll be marked in the calendar as well. Another key link is the library. This gives you direct access to the NOU library. When you're on campus or when you're logged into Blackboard, you have full access to the library resources. If you haven't had a chance to use our online NOU library, you'll find it to be a fabulous resource. There are a number of LibGuides or LibGuides, as they're called down here, that are tutorials that teach you how to use the resources within the library. I'm sure you're going to use this one for doing any kind of research while you're going through the program. Now, as you have discussion activities, you'll see that in addition to the links that were on the home page, there's also a discussion link that takes you to the class cafe, the questions, and the introductions. You can even access your private ELP journal here as well. As other discussions pop up, this list will get longer. And then last but not least, and certainly one of the more powerful areas, is an area for you and the faculty to store links to any resources on the entire web. You have the ability to create web links here as an ELP member. So therefore, any research that you do or you want to share with your colleagues or with the faculty, any links to resources out on the web, just feel free to create a web link here, give a short brief description of it, and the link will appear on the screen, and your colleagues just have to click on it to connect to the resource that you've set up for them. I hope that's been a very comfortable overview. This should get you started, and I wish you best of luck on your journey through the Emerging Leaders program.